name is Christian. That's Kevin Lyon. Of course, this is Isaac Hayes, Keith, Matthew Abood. Now there's Eric Schultz. And we made a game called Takeover. We got the three topics: well-managed, racing, and capturing, which you think sounds really weird, but we made it really cool. Our gameplay, our elevator pitch is a competitive third-person racing game where you race to capture territories in order to obtain power-ups, and ultimately control the city streets. The game flow starts, it's a multiplayer game where you are put into a lobby of 4 people. You're allowed to choose how many territories you want to play through, so you are able to choose how long you want this game to be. This game can last from 10 minutes or it can last to 45, depending on how you're feeling that day. How much time you want to dedicate to the game. In each territory, there are 2 main tracks. If you beat a track, you claim the track, and then you move on to the next track. And if you beat that track, then you win the territory. However, if one person wins one track, while another person beats the other track, you go into the tiebreaker round, and you both race to see who claims the territory in general. And then you repeat this until you go through all the territories that you had predetermined in the lobby. And essentially you see who has captured the most territories at the end of the game to win. Now, do you want to go this way?
Yeah, sure. So the way each race works is comparable to Counter-Strike, wherein everyone starts off each round, each race, with the same exact base car. They all have the same stats, the same handling, acceleration, max speed, yada yada. And you have a set budget. With that budget, you have to dictate, depending on the race, the track, or depending on your opponents, what you would like to put your money into. So at the beginning of every single race, you can do that. So your car goes back to the stock form, and then is re-upgradable at the beginning of each race. However, your money amount varies. If you win race 1, then you have more money at the beginning of race 2. If you win race 2, then if you lose race 1, then you have less money. However, there is a tactic of economics in the game. If you don't think that you are liable to win the first race, but you think you can win the second race and then hope for a tiebreaker, you go for an eco round where you don't spend any money in race 1, spend all your money in race 2, and hopefully you can win the third race. So it's not only a racing game, but you also have to manage your money as well.
To win each race, there's a tactic of not finishing first, because each track is set up into different sections, and to win each section, you have to get through each section as fast as you can. But if you try to run and gun it and you waste all your resources, for example, if you had bought nitro at the beginning of your race and you spent it all on the first lap, you have the remaining 2 laps where the other players can beat your time. So they might use their nitro and calculate the fact that, well, he spent so much on this, I might as well try and take these territories because I know I'm not going to beat that, but with my nitro, I can definitely take these territories and I'll have a better score than he did.
As you can see on the illustration on the board, you have maps like this that you would play on. They're divided into 3, up to say 5 subdivided sections where blue player won 1, green player won second one, green player also won the third one. However, blue player had a better time than here, and at the end of the race, green also had that subdivision. Therefore, green won the map overall because they had the best overall
Score. To conquer the city, the player with the most territories at the end of the match, as I stated earlier, takes it all. In the event of a tiebreaker, where let's say you chose 8 territories and everyone got 2, then you all have an epic duel at the very end, and it's 1 lap, very quick race, and whoever wins that wins it all. For monetization, we were thinking that this game would be a one-time purchase, and so that we can work on the game, get it fleshed out as a concept, and if people really do enjoy the game, then we can go off and make map packs for the game and encourage players to buy more map packs with our game, and you know, maybe
Continue to support the development.
exactly. That is actually it.
Any questions?
So it's got to be 4 players.
No,
It
Oh,
can be
sorry.
variable.
it could be variable.
Okay.
It is multiplayer.
Online multiplayer?
It is online multiplayer. It could be local as well. We were thinking that this could be on 2 platforms. It could be on a PC and it could be on console gaming, like PlayStation and Xbox. If you had it on a PlayStation or an Xbox, you're in your living room, you're sitting down with your friends, and it's split screen multiplayer. If you're on a PC, you can still do split screen, but you'd be able to hook up online and play with your friends like via Steam.
Have any of you guys ever made a network game?
Or I'm in a group of people who are developing a VR game that have to use networking. So,
Okay.
I have people that are versed in networking.
That would be something we would spend a great deal of time,
Yeah,
because if you're gonna have an online game, your net code should be exceptional, or everyone's just gonna have a bad time.
I'm almost picturing like Super Off-Road, that sort of angle, or an RC Pro, like what does it look like even like
So we had the idea of not necessarily like literally RC cars, but RC style cars in the sense that you have a very basic car to start off with, and then the upgrades that you give the car are very either eccentric or over the top, not in the sense of like dangerous per se, but very high acceleration tires would be very, very large in the back, so you have a visual cue of, okay, the person has large tires, they probably have a lot of speed. However, that person has like an F1 racing body, so they'd be able to
Or their engine has a supercharger.